Hallelujah. One of the beautiful benefits that we have received through the death of Jesus on the cross is that he has saved us from sin, not just sin, but from that destination called hell. Now, we were all supposed to head towards hell before knowing Jesus. Now, I'm not talking about some religious knowing, but about a personal experience with Jesus. So before we had this relationship with Jesus, we were all heading towards hell. In Psalm 16, verse 10, it reads there, "For you will not abandon my soul to Sheol, or let your Holy One see corruption." When we read the Message version, it beautifully says, "You cancelled my ticket to hell. That's not my destination. You cancelled my ticket." You see, that was our ticket before meeting Jesus. We were all heading towards destruction. We were all heading towards a downward trend, that is hell. But knowing Jesus, he has cancelled that ticket. His death cancelled that ticket. And then he goes on to say you will not let your Holy One see corruption. You see, Holy One in simpler words would be your faithful one. When we read in Psalm 16 verse 2, it speaks there. You see, that's the key verse there. It says, "I say to the Lord," that means the psalmist is declaring about his walk with God, "You are my Lord. I have no good apart from you." That means the psalmist has reached a place where he knows that he knows that he knows. Apart from God, there is nothing good. And that's why he reaches the verse 10 where he declares now, he says, "You have cancelled my ticket to hell." You see, when you and I begin to reach a position or a place where we know that we know that we know that beside God, apart from God, there is no life. Apart from God, there is nothing good. When we reach that place, that position, that is when we begin to experience verse 10. And that verse 10 declares, "You cancelled my ticket to hell." When you begin to have your personal walk with God, that ticket to hell is cancelled. We are saved. We are delivered. I want to encourage you who's watching. Do you have your own personal relationship with God? Do you know for sure that one thing, that apart from God, nothing else is good in this world? Do you have that deep conviction? If you do have it, I want to tell you, your ticket to hell has been cancelled. If you don't have it, you need to come to that revelation that Jesus is the only one in whom all good things are found. God bless you.